So, this is like a note to self um, about this reverse world. When dealing with these other types of people, like 12 tribes might be a different type of people. Ones like us are like have been made real rare, but we're bouncing back. But these creatures that give you no win situations, um, avoid or situation, or say they're when they're coming at up to you with a situation that they created that they're blaming you for, and your what your reaction you said be would be the feeling of suffering. You can reverse it and have a smile on your face like you're happy that it's happening. Well, that's gonna no like they I don't know if they acknowledge it or not, but no, they want you to suffer. So they have this situation, and you're okay, yeah, like at peace. Like, yeah, I dig that. They don't know how to handle that, and you know, not for manipulating people. I'm actually pretty good at it. Taking a break for a while, and you know, I inherently give people a certain level of respect. Live your life, become who you are, or don't, and allow and give other people the same respect. But they haven't. So my priorities are above them. I mean, they're looking to manipulate anyways, so I might as well manipulate their will to manipulate, right? So when they come up and, because they do, they want you to suffer. So don't like debate in your head anymore. No, that's just there's something else. I don't know. They come up, make these situations suffer, at peace. Like, okay, cool, yeah. I'm not like don't suffer. Do the exact opposite. Like, yes. And when you want them to do something for you, give them the impression that you don't. It's just like it's suffering for you, like that situation. Like if they were to make a certain situation, like you're like, ugh, and you'd be forced to take it. So then the narcissists actually are very easy to control. Because if you can dangle a sense of importance in front of them, they'll do anything. And that's the whole thing about to get you to suffer is when they bring you down, they feel powerful. They feel important. Fucking crazy. So, one's like me being a different breed. We actually want to move forward. And all of these people that have been affecting you, that they're not what you've been taught, say like loved ones, they're not loved ones. They don't love you. They just want to affect you, infect you. Right? But ones like us, we're more for the greater good. So, I mean, the people are what they are, and use those aspects like they're like mechanical devices. Use those mechanical devices by putting in or those mechanical robots by putting in the computer language that gets them to do what you want. Another thing about reverse world uh, is keep in mind what's painted as dark, what you've been conditioned to fear, is actually what, more often than not, is what you can use for your greatest good. I was just scrolling through the YouTube thing, and Ye Quetting, one of his witches, female, she had they make like shirts with like their symbolism, whatever, that they found important, and it had the masculine and feminine combined symbol at the center of the shirt, the circle. Yeah, I found way more light and say because everything's been reversed. The church is the darkness. The black witches, at least the ones I've come across, that's where the light is. And when they recommend, well, if at first when you consider the other aspect, what you've been taught to fear, and that is the darkness, you have a conditioned sense of fear or anxiety, and that means you're on the right track. Because just keep in mind, that's just the conditioned response. Conditioning from the opposite world. Things are just beginning to balance out. So there's a surge of energies that ones like us can now take. Have faith. Have faith that the kingdom of heaven within you, the Christ moving through. Know that your true way doesn't have a certain structure to it. So like when you've heard you have to say it like this and like that and say it like this, know that it's not true. You have your own, you can create your own formula within. But when you have, say, non-fear voices saying that just have faith, don't fear, don't stress out, just go about on this new wave that you're being presented. Do not be of this world. Get on that new wave. Waves, there's multiple of them, that is being presented to you. And you're in this world, but you're not of this world. When you get that almost like alien, when you get on those wavelengths, those waves within, it's something totally new. And you're no longer attached to anything in this world. So the things that had the etheric chords or whatever, it's just gone. Because you're on a new wave, a truer way of you. Instead of these conditioned, like this, it's all set for failure. Being connected to this world. So get on that new wave. When the council, that's something I came up with. It's like there's like a council of beings that will always help you out. Because almost all the spirits and gods, and if you want to call it programs that run through this matrix thing, are tired of the way things are. It's anti-life. And they say just have faith, don't fear. We'll take care of it for you. Just stay on that. Don't get baited and switched by try to do it, like do the exact opposite response of what you've been doing. It's a good start. Or just differences of power. One of the reverse things is I hate horror movies, but For some reason, I watched a few clips yesterday of World War Z, which I've seen the movie before, but and 28 weeks later, and God, it's fucking hard to fall asleep last night. I wasn't even watching at night, so yeah, fuck that. I don't like stuff in my head with that nonsense. So much zombie stuff being put in the collective subconscious. To ones like us, it does seem like everyone's a zombie to a certain extent. But what happens if all that, those images put in the collective subconscious, was actually going to create like real zombies like we see in the movies? What if that was actually like what was supposed to be going on right now? And what, like, one of the main things that's stopping it is the 5G towers. Now, this is just a thought that popped in my head recently. I'm well aware of all the really fucked up shit. Like, the reason why most people are acting so strange right now, it might be because the 5G towers was activated at the same time. But it seems like, especially with the forced mask stuff and the nonsense, just total nonsense is going on right now. How is there not already a violent civil war? I mean, especially from the right. Like, I mean, I would have thought that the right would have been like, say, fuck this shit, and, taking arms. And also too, like, police officers are dicks, but they're usually, most of them are Republican. How are they embracing these communist, tyrannical? They're enforcing them. It's strange. What I'm getting at is, like, say most people that have a strong view about the 5G towers says they're all bad. And they definitely, it appears that they've got good points. But what happens if, it's always good to, like, consider the exact opposite of what you've been believing. What happens if it's actually they're actually, what they're doing is actually saving your ass or something like that. From, total zombie movie. I don't know, just food for thought. It's like the chemtrails. Whenever I see chemtrails is whenever I have a really good idea that's, like, enlightening. So this is what I'm kind of suggesting might be possible with the 5G towers. All right, that's it.